Welcome again to the Old Principle, an English instructional half-hour program where I am the Old Principal, Lao Xiaozhang, will spend 30 minutes just talking about, we talk about everything. Actually, today's lesson comes from a little book that I wrote, and this session, number 47, is Women Talk More. Now, I'm not sure that that's always true, but women do talk more. At least that's what the scientists say. That's the people who study it. Okay, now we need to have somebody to defend women, so we'll ask my wife to come here. Okay, so do you talk more than I do? Oh, that's a definite. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Tell the audience, admit publicly right now that you talk more.
I talk more.
You know, when we are going places and she maybe goes to the bathroom, 上厕所 or something, and I'm sitting there as a, you know what? I can tell you what she is doing. She is talk. Actually, it's good because I'm glad you talk, because sometimes I don't talk. Mm-hmm. So it's good. So now, are you ready to read the story?
Yes.
Oh, okay, go ahead and read the story.
Okay. Some years ago, I wrote the following few paragraphs in a little book that talked about falling in love and getting married. In one section of the book, I shared some differences between men and women. One thing I wrote was, women talk more. When I observed that women talk more, this is a generalization that describes most men and women. There will always be exceptions. This difference between men and women does not mean that talking more is good or bad. Women are more verbally skilled than men. Even in childhood, little girls are several years ahead of little boys in reading and writing. But don't feel sorry for the boys because they compensate in other areas. For instance, boys and men are more skilled spatially. That is, they can judge distances better. Practically speaking, they are better in sports at an early age. This difference in verbal and communication ability may be the source of discord between a man and a woman. It is not enough for a man to simply be the strong, silent type. He must move out of his shell and develop better communication skills. At the same time, the woman must be patient and provide an environment where it is safe for him to experiment with his verbal expression. It is not difficult for a woman to handle 5 hectic activities simultaneously, while a man generally prefers to focus on one item at a time. For men, it is very energy consuming to concentrate on more than one activity at the same time. Of course, there is a downside. Women are more easily distracted than men.
That's true.
To put it in a different way, men often have greater force of concentration than women. So let's be patient with each other. We are different.
Okay, so we agreed we're different.
Yes.
Okay, so we're agreed. Now you're free for a few minutes. But to be fair, I'll call you back.
Okay.
Okay. 要公平啊. Okay? So women talk more. This is lesson number 47. Okay, so let's begin with here. Hey, you like that picture? Yeah, that was pretty cool. To my Valentine, 情人节, to my Valentine. I thought that was pretty good. Very old picture, though. I don't think women look this way now. Do they? Nah, this is from a long time ago. Okay, so let's begin, starting with the first sentence. Some years ago, I wrote the following few paragraphs in a little book that I talked about falling in love. Of course, falling in love's 谈恋爱, 相爱, okay? Falling in love and getting married. 最后结果呢是要结婚了. Okay, so these few paragraphs, 这几段. So I simplified it just a little bit, but I think that you will enjoy today's lesson. Going on. In one section of the book, I shared some differences between men and women. Differences, 分别, okay? 我提供 shared, yes, some differences between men and women. One thing I wrote was women talk more. Do you believe that? Do you believe women talk more? Well, if you go on to the next sentence, okay, when I observe that women talk more, this is a generalization. Okay, a generalization. Do you know what a generalization is? 笼统的说法. 笼统的说法. So, this is a generalization. Okay, so if it's a generalization, it means that it describes 形容 most men and women. There will always be some exceptions. Okay, always 总要有一些例外. Okay, because some men just talk, well, what I say, a mile a minute. They talk very fast. And some women are very quiet, okay? But generally, the generalization is that most women talk more. Now, this has been confirmed 研究。这个科学家、心理学家已经是这样说的。Okay, they talk more. Okay, going on to the next section. The difference between men and women does not mean that talking, this difference, is more is good or bad. 你多说话不见得是好，也是坏. So it's not good or bad. It's just that some people talk more, some people talk less, and usually the women talk more. But hey, that's okay. It's okay to talk more and to talk less. Going on. Okay, women are more verbally skilled than men. Okay, when I say more verbally skilled, 这语言上比较有能力. More verbally skilled than men. even in childhood, little girls are several years ahead of little boys in reading and writing. Okay, I'm sure that if you've seen little children, you've noticed that the little girls tend to be quite fast. And maybe we should ask Mrs. Ash to come up here again. Whoa, a little bit early to get you to come back up here again. But I would like you to explain to our audience over here, why did we wait until our children were 8 years old? Why did we wait until they were 8 years old to start to go to school?
Well, I think that they needed that maturity. Boys are a little bit slower, as it mentioned, not only just in verbal skills, but in perhaps, not really coordination.
No, I think
though.
they're pretty well coordinated. I mean, I'm thinking about our grandkids, our grandsons. They're pretty well coordinated. But in mental ability, mental ability, they're quite different, aren't they?
The two of our sons, you mean?
Well, no, the girls and the boys.
Oh, yes.
The girls are just much, much faster.
In verbal skills.
In verbal skills.
Yeah.
And even in school. Our youngest son, what happened with our youngest son is the teacher said, 他上了幼稚园, teacher said, oh, your son is, well, 听起来不好听啊, says 迟钝. He's a little bit slow. Now, the old principal is a teacher, and the old principal's wife is a teacher. And so when the teacher, 幼稚园的老师, said, your son is 迟钝, you know what we did? We didn't say anything to the teacher. We just simply smiled. And then pretty soon she laughed. And then I looked to her, and she looked to me, and we nodded our heads. You know why? Because he wasn't even 7 years old at that time. He was only 6.5, and he was slow. Okay, was he 迟钝? Really? Today, now, how old is he now? He's 37. 37. He was born in 73. So he's 37 years old. And when he went to 研究所, he got better grades than his mom and his dad. So, 迟钝吗? No. Boys, 他们的发育，特别是在他们的脑袋 Okay, 慢地来. Okay, so now you're free.
No.
You can go sit down, but don't run away,
No,
because we might want you to come back again. Okay, let's go on. Women are more, okay, but don't feel sorry for the boys, okay? 不要为呢这个男孩子们难过, because they compensate in other areas. 他在其他方面有优势, okay? Compensate 在其他方面有优势. Okay, going on. For instance, boys and men are more skilled spatially. Whoa! Now that is a big word. Spatially. Do you know what spatially means? Spatially means 空间感. 空间感. So, 这个空间感, boys do a better job than ladies, okay? and that is they can judge distances better. 这个距离的判断力是比这个女孩子们还要好。I don't know if even now I'm better than Mrs. Ash. I have to think about whether I'm better or not. But this is the way it is. They are just, maybe this is the reason why they do so well in sports. They 这个运动的时候，打球的时候，男的比较厉害 I think. Okay, going on here. Practically speaking, they are better in sports. There we go. Okay, practically speaking. Okay, 事实上, actually, practically speaking, you can write, you can say in several different ways. 事实上, they are better in sports. Sports meaning 运动 or 球类运动等等 at an early age. So the girls are good with their brain and their reading and things like that, but the boys are good playing sports. Although I must admit that my little granddaughter, who is now about 7 years old, she can keep up with her older brothers. She can run and jump and play just like the boys. So she has to because 她有2个哥哥. Okay, going on. This difference in verbal communication. 其实我们现在谈的题目是这个语言的能力 okay? This difference in verbal and communication ability. 沟通 communication 能力 okay? 这个语言跟沟通的能力 may be the source of discord. Do you know what? Do you know what discord is? Discord is 不和谐 okay? Okay? So the source of 不和谐的根源 不和谐的根源 what is it's the difference because we communicate different. And in fact, I get in trouble all the time because I speak very short sentences. I don't make long explanations. And then Mrs. Ash, she gets upset with me. 她对我是有一点不高兴. Why? Because I make it real short. And she would like a better explanation. So 不和谐的根源是 because we communicate different, okay, between a man and a woman. Going on. It's not enough for a man simply to be the strong, silent type. Okay, this is a very famous saying in America, the strong, 刚强, okay, silent, okay, 安静的那种人, okay. So in America, there's this idea about being strong and silent. But the funny thing is, maybe I should ask Mrs. Ash to come here. We gotta, you've got to defend the women here, okay. Do you think, does this ever happen? Maybe we should face the audience here. When men and women, when they're young and they're dating, 还没有结婚的时候, do men talk more?
No, not
well, no, when they're dating.
Okay.
While they're dating, of course they do. They talk a lot. Why do men tend to talk more before they are married than after they're married?
because they want to express themselves and impress the girl.
Ah, that's right.
Yes.
You want you want her to 受感动, okay? Right? But after they get married, 已经达到目标了, then what happens?
Then they relax.
They relax and they stop talking.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly. Okay, so it is not enough for a man simply to be the strong, silent type. He must move out of his shell. So I must move out of my shell. 我的外壳, a shell, 贝壳, they have a shell. And so I have to move outside of my shell and develop, 发展 better communication skills, 更加好沟通的技巧. Okay, I guess. Okay, moving on to the next one. Oh, we're going to run out of let's see. Moving on to the next one, better skills. Okay, here we go. At the same time, the woman must be patient to provide an environment where it is safe for him to experiment with verbal expression. Okay, 同时, the man must experiment and speak. The man must do that, but the woman must be patient and provide an environment, 提供一个环境, okay, 提供一个环境 where it is safe, 很安全的环境 for him to experiment with his verbal experiment. Verbal expression. Okay? Okay? So here we have 让他有机会有地方能够试一试他语言的发达. Okay? So his speaking, his ability 的表达 expression 表达的能力. Okay? Good. Next.
Very important.
It's very important. Okay. So sometimes sometimes I feel uncomfortable with you sometimes. You know why?
Why?
Because you're talking too much. Okay. But that's your 优势. That's your strong point. 你的强项 is to be able to talk. Mine is, I don't know whether I'm strong silent type, but I'm kind of quiet.
Well, it also depends on what's happening in your life. Like, for instance, what kind of a day have you had?
Oh, so sometimes when I'm have a lot of pressure,
Yes.
Pressure on me,
Right.
or 很紧张, then I tend to kind of be quiet.
Yes.
Okay. At which point, you know what she says? That's a very, very interesting. At that point, she says, "Talk to me." Oh, talk to you. Oh, I was gonna have to talk to you. Okay. Okay. It is not difficult for a woman to handle 5 hectic activities simultaneously. Okay. 一个女人呢，能够同时 simultaneously 同时做5种 hectic 很急忙的 hectic 这个活动，同时 especially mothers, right?
Oh, yes.
Mothers, they're doing this, they concentrate on this many, many, many things. That's the reason why fathers want to let me out of here. They want to go outside. It's like, see you later, too busy for me, okay? While a man generally prefers, 一般说来， 他宁愿 what prefers to focus on one 把他的精神集中在一件事情上。Okay, going on. Okay, so the next one is that the is it for men? It is very energy consuming to concentrate on more than one activity at a time. Most men like to do one thing at a time. One. And energy consuming, okay, 消耗能量. Or, okay, going on to the next one. Maybe, do we have any more here? Of course, there's a downside. 这个短处 women are more easily distracted. 她们比较会分心. Going on. Or put it different way, men often have greater force of concentration. 他们能够把精神集中在一个地方，比较有这种能力. Do we have any more? Or is that the end? So let's be patient with each other. We're different. So you have to be patient with me.
That's right.
And I have to be patient with who?
Me.
Oh,
Yes.
me. That's right. Okay, we've run out of time, so we're going to have to share with you how you can write a letter to us. Okay, our email address is theoldprinciple@gmail.com. theoldprinciple@gmail.com. And our website, 我们的网站是 www.theoldprinciple.org. www.theoldprinciple.org. Well, we've had a great time with you today, and we hope that you will join us next time for another interesting English class. See you later.
Bye.